and I just want to show you a quick start guide to getting a new avatar and logging on to Neverworld for the first time. So you want to find our website, neverworldgrid.com, and it should come right up. Click on that. Now you see the toolbar. You want to go to Avatar. Click on that. We'll give you choices who to pick, but we already know we want to do Peaceful Patty. So we're going to look at the terms of service. We want to read all that, understand them, click that we have read them, and then do create avatar. There is a need names idea here. It's a little generator. It's really cute. So we want to do create avatar. We get to this page, and we're going to fill out the first name, the last name. I'm a new here, and you should, it's optional, but you should put in an email address. Otherwise, you will not be able to ask for a password reset. So you put in a password, and then you pick your avatar. We're going to pick Peaceful Patty. And at that point, we just say create. And it just takes a minute. And it'll say your account has been created. Now you do not log in here. This is just to log in to do a few online things. You're not going to use this to get into the game. No, you're going to go to the firestormviewer.org. It's a free download. It takes a few minutes, and this is the viewer or the application that you will be using when you get into the game. So you want to go to downloads here, and we're going to do the download for Open Simulator. You just pick your operating system. We have Microsoft Windows. When you get here, you just have to pick the latest version, which is this one here, 64-bit if possible. You can use 32-bit, but 64-bit is more stable, they say. So you want to download that. That takes a minute or two. Okay, so after you have downloaded it, and just go through the, just pick the defaults. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes. It builds everything that it needs to build for you. And then it asks you at the end, do you want to use this as the default viewer for virtual roles? Just say yes. And then it asks you if you want to do a start menu item for it. I always say yes. I actually also have it on my toolbar because I use it all the time. At this point, you will have this screen and it will default to Second Life, which we don't want. So what you do at this point, and this is just a one-time, you're going to load Neverworld Grid onto the viewer, and this is just a one-time thing. So while you have the viewer open, well, first you want to just put your name and the password. I remember my username and password. That's up to you. And then you go back, while this is open, you just go back to the website and says login using Firestorm Viewer. And then it asks you, is that okay? And you say yes, you want to use the Firestorm Viewer. And then that will load the grid onto the viewer. As you can see, it's the same screen. And that is the screen that we use to log in. Okay, so we're going to log on to, I'm a new here right now. It does take a minute or so because it goes through having to create the cache and the default objects that you get. So it does take a few seconds. It says it's logging in. She will be dressed like Peaceful Patty, so she gets that as the default. And just a few more seconds, just a few more seconds. It's loading you, and here you are. So we're just going to wait. I'm just going to close these little notices to come as a cloud. When you first get in, it takes a few minutes to res you in. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you is this toolbars on the bottom. There's some very helpful stuff, but what I do use is I use the eye, which is your camera controls, and then you can view, you can pan around, you can go up, you can go down. So, but I don't